So, good morning, class. Our topic for today is all about psychoanalysis. So, psychoanalysis is a foundational approach in psychology that explores the complex interplay between the conscious and unconscious mind. It emphasizes the importance of understanding human behavior through the lens of past experience and internal processes. By delving into this depth, psychoanalysis aims to treat individuals by illuminating their unresolved conflict and designs. So, what is psychoanalysis? So, psychoanalysis is a clinical method for treating psychopathology through dialogue between a patient and a psychoanalyst. Psychoanalyst, I mean. It focuses on interpreting unconscious motivations and conflicts that influence behavior and emotions. This therapeutic approach seeks to uncover repressed memories and emotions to facilitate healing and personal growth. So, history. So, the origin of psychoanalysis can be traced back to the work of Sigmund Freud in the late 19th century. Freud developed this approach as a way to treat neurotic patients who exhibit symptoms um, without clear psychologist causes. His theories laid to groundwork of subsequent developments in psychotherapy and broadened the understanding of human motivations. So, at the heart of psychoanalysis are several key concepts that provoke a framework for understanding the human psyche. These concepts include the unconscious mind, defense mechanism, and transference. Together, they form the basis of psychoanalytic thought and practice, helping to decode the complexi- complexities of human behavior. Next na. Tapos na diyan. Now, let's to unconscious mind. So, the unconscious mind contains thoughts, memories, and desires that are not accessible to consciousness, yet they significantly influence behavior. Psychoanalysis posits that many psychological issues stem from the hidden realm. By accessing the unconscious, individuals can gain insight into their behavior and address underlying issues. So, the unconscious mind contains thoughts, memories, and desires that are not accessible to consciousness, yet they significantly influence behavior. Um, influence behavior. So psychoanalysis posits that many psychological issues stem from the hidden realm. By assessing the unconscious individuals can gain insight into their behaviors and address underlying issues. Next is the defense mechanism. So defense mechanism are psychological strategies used to cope with reality and maintain self-image. They operate unconsciously and can manifest in various forms such as repression, denial, and projection. Understanding this mechanism is crucial for psychoanalysis to help patients recognize and navigate their emotional conflicts. Next is transference. So, transference refers to a phenomenon where patients project feelings and attitudes from past relationships onto their therapist. So this can reveal critical patterns in the patient's emotional life, allowing for deeper exploration of their issues. Recognizing working to transference is essential in the therapeutic process. Stop, Anay. Gagawin nabati ako sila. Now let's proceed to dream analysis. So dream analysis is a psycho-analytic technique that uses dreams to uncover the unconsciousness mind that interpret hidden meanings. Freud believed that dreams are a window into our desires and unresolved conflicts. Analyzing dreams and provide valuable insights into patient's psyche and guide therapeutic direction. So next is structure of personality. So according to Freud, personality is structured into three components: the ID, the ego, and the superego. So each component plays a vital role in shaping human behavior and internal conflicts. Understanding this structure helps psychoanalysis in addressing disturbances and promoting mental well-being. So the first structure of personality is that, sa ko ha? Id is the id. So the id is the primal part of the personality that seeks immediate gratification and operates based on the pleasure principle. It is driven by basic instincts and desires without consideration for reality or moral constraints. The unfiltered impulse can lead to conflicts with the other components of personality. So, the id is the primal part of the personality that seeks immediate gratification and operates based on the pleasure principle. So it is driven by basic instincts and desires without consideration for reality or moral constraints. Its unfiltered impulse can lead to conflicts without the components of personality. So, ang id kanang for example ani kanang spoiled bito na bata kanang gusto niya pag naisa gusto niya paliton dazon na kani kay gusto niya na naisa ingana ang id kanang niya gusto niya na makuha. So next is ego. So the ego is the rational part of personality that mediates between the desires of the id and the realities of the world. It operates on the reality principle, helping individuals make decisions that consider both short-term pleasure and long-term consequences. So the ego plays a crucial role in balancing internal demands and external expectations. So the ego is the part of personality that mediates between the desires and the desires of ID or id and the realities of the world. It operates on the reality principle, helping individuals make decisions that consider both short-term pleasures and long-term consequences. So this ego plays a crucial role in balancing internal demands and external expectations. So for example, sa ego kanang normal na siya ba kanang balance siya kanang di siya daw na grabe sa kasakim sila na grabe sa siya ka manghihatagon kanang normal siya ba na kanang kibali normal na siya sa middle sa super ego o id. So next is super ego. So the super ego represents the moral conscience and incorporates societal norms and values. So it develops through socialization and acts as internal critic, guiding ethical behavior and self-control. So the superego's influence can lead to feelings of guilt and shame when one acts against internalized standards. So the ego is the rational part of personality that mediates between the desires of the the superego represents the moral conscience and incorporates social norms and values. Uh, as an internal critic, guiding ethical behavior and self-control. The superego's influence can lead to feelings or guilt and shame when one acts against internalized standards. So, for example, sa superego kanang masipogon bitaw kanang or something like that. doon na kang pagpaliban ra bito karang gusto siya mag-diet pero ay sunod na ka siguro ingana ang sa super ego tapos for example nang mga unsa kang hagaron na mga unta lang tapos mutubag ka na busog pa ako ingana ang sample sa super ego. So next is psychoanalytic techniques. So psychoanalytic techniques are methods used by psychoanalysis to facilitate theory and deepen the understanding of the patient's psyche. So these techniques include free association, interpretation, and dream analysis. Each serving as a unique purpose in the therapeutic process. Mastery of these methods is vital for effective psychoanalytic practice. So next is the free association. So free association is a technique where patients freely share thoughts without uh, censorship, allowing unconscious materials to surface. This method encourages sequently and can reveal hidden emotions and conflict. Through free association, patients can explain their thoughts and feelings in a safe environment. Now let's proceed to interpretation. So, interpretation involves analyzing the meaning of a patient's thoughts, dreams, and behaviors to uncover unconscious motivations. So this technique requires skill and sensitive from the psychoanalyst as it influences the therapeutic process. Effective interpretation can promote breakthrough in understanding and healing. Next is criticism and evolution. So, psychoanalysis has faced criticism related to its methodologies and theoretical foundations. So critics often question in scientific validity and the reliability of its techniques. Despite this, psychoanalysis has evolved over time, integrating new insights from psychology and neuroscience. Next is critics of methodology. So concerns regarding the scientific validity of validity and reliability of a psychoanalytic methods have led to significant debate within the psychological community. So critics point to the subject to the subjective nature of interpretations and the lack of empirical evidence support some techniques. So these critics have prompted adaptation and revisions in psychoanalytic theory. Next is influence on modern psychology. So psychoanalysis has profoundly shaped modern therapeutic practices and psychological theories. So its emphasis on the unconscious and the therapeutic relationship has influenced various contemporary approaches. So psycho such as psychodynamic therapy. So even with its critics, psychoanalysis remains a cornerstone in the field of psychology. So these are in conclusion. So psychoanalysis offers deep insights into the human mind. Number two is understand its key concept is essential for grasping the impact of psychology. And the third is despite criticism, its influence remains significant in modern therapeutic practices. So that would be all. Thank you.